What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Luke. I am a current student at ATP. The goal of my channel is to document my journey from starting with zero experience all the way through my flight training until becoming a commercial airline pilot. Not only that, I'm going to provide tips and tricks for those who are in flight training, especially reviews on ATP Flight School as it's the nation's biggest flight school, the one I'm currently attending. And I also want to provide general aviation content. So if that sounds of any interest to you, I would appreciate a subscribe. And let me know if you have any questions and I can make any kind of video you guys would like. So that being said, this video will be pretty short. I'm just going to review weeks 3 and 4 at ATP and talk about how they went, the types of flights we were doing, how many times we flew, my experience, and what you can expect. I'm a little bit behind on these weekly videos, so I'll try to say everything I can remember, but it will be pretty short. I will include chapters, that way you can just look through those, and if you have anything you're interested about specifically, you can just go click onto that. So weeks 3 and 4, as far as what we were doing, during those first few weeks at ATP, you're really just working on your takeoffs and landings, or TOLs. So you're just taking off in the airplane, and you're mainly focusing on learning how to land the airplane. You're just learning how to use pitch and power adjustments to catch the glide slope, and learning when you're supposed to flare and cut power and do everything so you can make it a smooth and most of all safe landing. So for several flights, you're just doing laps in the pattern. You may do this at your home airport. You may go fly to nearby airports and do it. We did them at a couple different airports. That way I was able to experience a controlled or a towered airport, and then also an uncontrolled airport, and learning how to make those radio calls and also communicate with tower. You're kind of building those communication skills as well. So looking at my logbook here, it looks like it was in my 3rd week that I passed my TOL eval. So every so often at ATP, you're going to have, they're kind of stage checks. They're not worded stage checks. They're called evaluations, but you'll typically fly with someone who's a lead instructor at ATP, and they will just kind of evaluate where you're at, see if you're progressing as you should, see if your instructor's teaching you the things they should be teaching you, and they are pass or fail. So unless you're super behind, you're not studying, you're not putting in the effort, you'll most likely pass them. You just need to be doing your part, like I said. So once you pass your eval, you then move on to the next stage, and the next stage after working on takeoffs and landings is solo prep. So you're getting ready to fly the airplane solo, which was super fun. So during this stage, you're working on emergencies, maneuvers, more takeoffs and landings. You're really working on anything and everything you would need to know at a bare minimum to fly the airplane solo. So you need to be able to properly communicate on the radio. You need to know what to do in most of the common emergency scenarios. You need obviously to know how to take off and land the airplane, fly a traffic pattern, do all of those things. So we were working on that for my 4th week mainly. And then also, as far as how many times we flew during weeks 3 and 4, we did 10 flights. I believe we flew 6 times in week 3, and then we also flew 4 times in week 2. So that was awesome. We were flying a ton. It was super great. I really felt like since we were flying so frequently, I was able to develop my skills more and more. So that was definitely a plus. We also had really good weather, which helped out. So if I had one piece of advice for this stage of your flight training, it would be to be patient with yourself. It's super hard learning how to land the airplane. Most pilots are perfectionists, so it's really easy to get frustrated. You're trying to land and it's not going exactly how you wanted in your first few flights. And remember, learning how to land the plane is a skill, and just like any other skill that is worthwhile, it's going to take time. So just be patient with yourself. Again, do the things you need to be doing, study, fly frequently if you can, and if you need your instructor to take the comms on most of the flights, that's okay. Those skills will just kind of come as you fly more and more. But again, just focus on putting the plane down safely. You don't need to absolutely grease or butter every landing. Just try to put it down safely. That is the #1 priority. And then later on in your training, that's when you can really try to hone in your skills on where exactly you're going to touch down the plane, and if you're going to be doing that softly or whatnot. If you guys have any suggestions for other videos or any other questions you would like me to answer in videos, just let me know in the comments. That's all I've got for this video. Go ahead and subscribe if you found this video useful, and also leave your opinion or your experience if you're a current student, whether you're at ATP or not, because I want to hear it. Thanks for watching.